Today marks 1300, fourth day sharing lessons I learn and continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about sleeping. A lot of times when we sleep, we wake up and of course we want to press that snooze button. And sometimes once, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times. And I think that we need to really learn how to wake up in the morning, how to wake up right away. Not to wait, not to sleep extra when we're not supposed to. I think that exactly the same topic is waking up in life. I think in life, we press the snooze button for weeks, for months, sometimes even for years, press that snooze button, and we said, oh, look, I will wake up a little bit later. Oh, I will wake up in a year. Oh, I will wake up in 5 years. And years goes by, and we're still pressing snooze button. And there's a lot of different examples of it. Like, for example, going to a job that you hate is saying that, oh, I will go and I will leave that job tomorrow. I will leave that job after a year. I will leave the job and I will get this one. And it means we're pressing a snooze button for years. Today we'll share 7 things that we need to do to really wake up in life. To stop pressing that snooze button for ourselves. Because we want to achieve that vision. If you want to achieve that vision, we need to wake up and take action and move. If you're sleeping, there's nothing will happen. There's nothing happens until you wake up and actually doing the things. And that's what I said. Doing the wrong thing is sometimes like sleeping in life. I love this saying that it says that sometimes people die at 25 but are buried at 75. And that's exactly what it is, because they sleep for 50 years. And then after that, they're buried. So what are those 7 things that we're able to do to really wake up? Wake up from the sleeping in life. So number 1 is interrupt the autopilot. Interrupt the autopilot. It's interesting because I travel a lot. Every couple of months I move, but I can find that even though that I move, I build those patterns and I get in the autopilot of habits, autopilot of habits, patterns, all the things that you start to do is on autopilot. That means that if I able to build that autopilot within a couple of months, imagine how much autopilot you can build in years. Because some of these people say like, oh, I have 10 years experience in accounting or in any kind of skill set or career. But what is most time is happening is that you have 1 year repeated 10 times. 1 year repeated 10 times to get used to all the ways. And the thing that to really interrupt that autopilot is being aware. Okay, what do I do on autopilot? So like, ask yourself daily, exactly what is that you choosing manually and what do you choose automatically? And also automatic is not easy to catch because you just are subconsciously making decisions based on that. So that means that be able to really break that pattern by being more aware. And second, it starts breaking autopilot by doing the things that you never did before. So that means if you're going to a coffee shop all the time, the same coffee shop, okay, try to go to other coffee shop. Break that pattern. So that means if you want to make a big pattern shift, we need to start shifting small patterns. Maybe you used to drive home in one way specifically, every single day, one way specifically. Maybe go around it in a different way. Really explore and really learn how to be more adventurous in a small world that you build now and expand that world until you're able to really make better and bigger changes and interrupt that autopilot. Number 2 is feel the discomfort you avoid. This is very, very important. I think that a lot of times we sleep in life and snooze life because we have a massive pain that we avoid. That could be grief, that could be embarrassment, that could be a massive rejection, that could be loss, like whatever it is. What is that you avoid? So being able to sit down and feel it. And feel that emotion. Because I think that one of the best ways to really release emotion is feel it through. I think that we're able to keep that emotion, that negative emotion for a long time because we not allow ourselves to really that emotion to go through. Even now, like when I think about all the things that is painful, I still feel it that is going through, allowed to get through. Because when we deny it, we avoid it, and we're not getting any better. Because and that's why we snooze life. Because until our internal world is denied, our external world will be denied as well. Because if we are not able to face inner discomfort, we will not be able to face outer discomfort. So that means both of them are essential. And a lot of times it's starting that show up for ourselves innerly, and it will be able to, of course, it will be able to show up outwardly. Number 3 is stop lying to yourself. And again, as I mentioned about job, sometimes people say that, oh, I love this job, or like I like this job, or I like this place where I live. Like other people don't have even what to eat. Other people like what doesn't matter what other people have and don't have. What matters is what do you want and how far away from that are you? And of course you're able to really say like I am far away, there's a gap. But now be happy about knowing the gap, because now when you know the gap, now you're able to create the plan and strategy, execute and fill the gap. But if you think that everything is okay, there's no gap, we'll not create a strategy to do that. So then we need to stop lying to ourselves. Again, even regarding relationships with yourself, with other, like, oh, this relationship will get better. It will for sure will get better. There's a potential. I think that there's a lot of lies that we tell to ourselves because we want to believe, but it actually is not. Number 4 is kill the false self. That is very, very common, including myself. I had a lot of masks, especially from early age, and I needed to really find those masks, understand, okay, what is my true face? What is authentic me? And killing the false self is not easy because your friends is attached to it, your closest people are attached to that. So that means that when you really unmask yourself, it might be that you will be rejected. It might be that you will not feel comfortable. It might be that you feel unfamiliar. But I think it's very, very important to start seeing yourself in a mirror as true you, not a mask. Because when we're able to really kill the false self and we stop doing the things that actually the mask is doing right in us, now we're living for years sometimes in a false direction because we're following that mask's direction. But when you take away the mask and look at who am I? And based on who I am, I want to go totally different direction. So every single year that you spend on a mask, you're sleeping because you're not spending time on really moving to the direction that you would love to be. Because the actions sometimes are totally different between the mask and authentic you. Number 5 is build soul level alignment. So that means we need to really identify the most important beliefs, the most important values, and I think that the 3 most important non-negotiable values. And ask, do I live by those? That means that when you think about those values, do I literally show my resources? Because sometimes, oh yeah, like this is the most important value. But how do you know that you actually live by those? Because we look into resources, okay, energy. Do I allocate my energy in those values? Money. Do I allocate my money into that? Or do you allocate another shit? Do I allocate my mental and emotional energy into that? So physical energy, mental, emotional energy, finances, all the resources supposed to be allocated into non-negotiable values, to live those values. Because if you don't do that, that means that we can look into, okay, so where my energy goes, where my mental energy goes, where my physical energy goes, where my emotional energy goes, where my finances go. And based on that, you know exactly what you value right now. So I think that I think that a lot of this misalignment really puts people in desperation because they don't know what's happening. They don't live fulfilled life, but you just do not know what's going on. And I think that one of the main reasons a lot of times is that we sleepwalk through life because we have one values, we say one values, but when we actually execute, we execute based on other values. So this is very important. Number 6 is create micro rituals for awareness or for awareness. So that means that we need to really be able to really break that cycle of sleeping all the time. So that means we need to really be more present. I think that we sleep because we are not present. We live in the past, we live in the future, and if we live in the past, we live in the past, we live in the future. The present, nothing happening. It's nothing happening in the present. So we need to really be able to say like, what really allows for me to be more present? Meditate, going to nature, speak less, listen more? What are those things that could allow you to feel more engaged with yourself, with the present moment? Because every single person is different. I don't know, like cold shower is an amazing thing that could really allow you to really be more present because you're engaging with yourself. Like, what are your things? And figure out. And figure out what allows you to really look outside and really explore and start to see the flowers around, start to see the shapes of clouds. What are those things that really allows you to do that? Because I think that that's one of the best ways to really see that you are present when you're able to start noticing the details of the world. And last one, number 7, is choose courage over comfort. I think that we need to always think about what are the most important things in life. Really to change life, improve life, to really make things happen. I always think about willingness and courage. Willingness and courage. So it means that when you have willingness and courage, everything is possible. I truly believe that everything is possible. Willingness is willingness to pay the price. Like 99% is possible, of course. There are some things that is not possible, but like in general, 99% of things that are possible when you have willingness and when you have courage. Because sometimes you need to pay a massive price. If you're willing, you're able to achieve it. And you need to have courage because it will require a lot of courage to go through difficulties, through discomfort, through all the things to make sure that you keep pushing to make sure that you achieve your success. Because courage allows to pursue things better. And I think that that's again when you even want to really wake up in life, we really need to work on that. Work on more willingness, really understand your vision, work on courage, become more courage because I love this saying that when you don't have confidence, you need to act confident with confidence to get confidence. Sometimes you need to act without courage to get courage. And I think that that's exactly how we start. Sometimes you need to start doing something without courage to really get courage. So how did you reflect as well? How do you feel about autopilot? How do you feel about your life? Do you feel that it's you keep repeating the same things over and over again? And maybe it is time to really wake up and say, like, I want to really achieve my goals because if I still keep sleeping my life, I will wake up one day after 10 years, being 10 years older, and realize that last 10 years I really didn't do much because I was sleeping through life. And it's time to wake up. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.